this is recorded and this may go on YouTube as well. What are your queries? What questions you have for me?
Okay, thank you. I had this question. One, I had applied for my interview on December, that is on December 7th at the Kenyan consulate.
Okay.
And we had the interview, and I was asked about my course. What are you going to do? So I told them I'm going to do a data science and analytics at Grand Valley State University, so that when I come back, I can take over as a data analyst, the company where I'm working. And then I was asked, what is your source of funds? And I told the consular that I have an international student loan from Empower, which will cater for my tuition fees and the living expenses. And it was indicated on the I-20. Then the consular asked me, what has changed since your last application? Because I had applied again in November 2021, and I was denied. So I told the visa officer that now currently I have a job, because by then I did not have a job. And I also told her that currently I have a reliable source of funding, because in the previous application, the source of funds that I had was from a relative who was not closely related to me. Then I was later asked about OPT. So the visa officer asked me, will you take an OPT? And I told her, no, I would want to come back in my home country so that I can work as a data analyst. Then the visa officer said, it seems you are not prepared to study in the US, and he gave me a pink paper. So I wanted to ask, maybe from your experiences and from my narration, what can I do to get the visa during my next application?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, the visa officer is doubting that you are not a genuine student. Okay. What is his doubt? That you are not a genuine student.
What is
the visa officer feels that you are not a genuine student?
Yes, I was given a 214B.
Right. Now, why is the visa officer feeling that? Why is the visa officer feeling that? First, basically, when you applied first, basically, I don't know what questions they asked, but you were not working, you were unemployed. So you did not had any strong background. So the visa officer felt that basically if you are given a visa, you will basically not come back. Okay. Second time, the visa officer asked you what change have you made in your documents. You said, I'm working this time. But that is not a substantial change. Probably, if you add, I'm working is okay, fine. But what is important is that besides working, if you had said, okay, I have, additional source of funds, I have done this, I have some changes, which is why you should consider my application. Okay. The last question the visa officer asked is, would you like to take OPT? And when you said no, the visa officer was sure that you are not genuine in answering to the visa officer. Okay, because if you are taking loan, if you are going on loan, okay, and you are going for study abroad, okay, and then basically you plan to come back, the visa officer will feel that you spending so much of money going on loan and then coming back doesn't sound genuine. Am I making any sense to you? Right?
Yes.
So when basically if the fact is that you have to sound genuine when you are going to speak to the visa officer. The visa officer should feel that you are true in answering to the questions that the visa officer is asking. You are not lying. If the visa officer feels that you are lying, he will reject you as a potential immigrant.
Okay.
Right? So it's if the visa officer asks you, are you going to take an OPT? You can say basically, if I get a good opportunity, maybe I'll work for 1 or 2 years, get some international work experience, and which will be more valuable back home in my country, so that I'll be able to basically work at a better level and will be able to contribute more. Okay. Need to sound genuine in your reply.
Okay.
Is this helping you out?
Yes. What about the issue of what has changed?
So you now again he will ask you what has changed this time. So probably you may have to add some finance. You may have to show that if you don't show, I don't know basically what has changed is important for you that okay, I have taken this exam, let's say GMAT, and don't apply to just one university, apply to at least 4 or 5 universities. Okay. If you're applying to only one, you are telling the visa officer that you have not done enough research on the universities. There are so many universities in US. Why applying to only one? So that shows that you are more interested in getting in US and you are not interested in studying. If you are interested in studying, you would like to apply to 4 or 5 universities, find out which are the best ones, try to see, if you can get 2 or 3 admissions, try to go to the best university. Okay, this is how you are going to prove to the visa officer. If you are going to apply to only one and if you get admission, then the visa officer doubts, are you genuine enough? Are you basically genuine enough basically to study in US? That you have just applied to one university and you are just going to that university for study. So there is a doubt on the intention. There is the visa officer feels that you are not genuine. Am I making any sense to you?
Yes, so I should apply to more than one university.
Apply to at least 4 or 5 universities. Okay. Then tell them why you have applied, why you want to go to Grand Valley State University. What is it for you? Okay. How that program is unique. You correspond with the professors. Give them a good reason that basically, you are a genuine student. Tell them I've corresponded. I have booked accommodation. Give them some reasons that these are the things that I've made change in my documents. And this is why I want to apply.
Okay, so maybe according to the analysis of my case, what may have led to the denial?
I've explained you, right?
Okay, the issue of not being genuine.
You're not genuine. You basically you say that when you say your change, when you are saying what change you have got in your document, it was not substantial. Second, you after OPT, what you plan to do, you say I'm planning to come back. The visa officer feels that you are not genuine in your reply. Right?
Okay.
You are going on a loan, right? It's not
Yes.
that you have good money so that you can study and come back and you will be happy. There's no problem. You have enough money. So you are going on a loan.
Yes.
When you're going on a loan, how will you repay the loan?
When I come back, I will take over the role of a data
So the
analyst.
visa officer doesn't feel that way, that you will come back and then you'll work and you will repay the loan. He doesn't feel that way. If you are able to get a better job in US doing OPT, you want to come back. So the visa officer feels that, are you genuine in your reply? Are you basically telling the truth?
Okay.
Okay. Are you giving the right answer? Or are you just basically answering with the objective to get visa, but you're not giving a right answer? You're not speaking from your heart.
Okay.
Okay. You feel that if I say that if I don't come back, okay, then the visa officer is going to refuse you. The visa officer understands that. He is smart enough to understand that,
Okay. Yeah.
right? So understand that the visa is not that if you say I will not come back, the visa officer will believe and grant you visa. You have to sound that you are genuine.
I
Otherwise,
get you.
everybody will say that I will come back, I'll come back, I'll come back, and everybody will get visa, right? It is not that way.
So, if I may ask, during my next application, there is a section on the DS 160 which asked about prior refusals, and how will I kind of explain my prior refusal without really giving myself a stab on the back?
In DS 160, you don't have to explain much. So you have to show that you have been refused twice. You tell them that your first visa application, so and so date, applied, rejected on 214B, and second, I've applied on so and so date and rejected on 214B for same university. So in DS 160, you don't have to explain. When in doing the interview, you need to explain.
Okay. So I don't necessarily have to explain the DS 160.
No, no.
Okay.
Okay. The visa, if DS 160, you had to provide explanation, the visa officer would not had conducted a visa interview.
Okay.
So visa interview is an opportunity for you to explain why you have been refused first time, why have you been refused second time, what changes have you brought in your document, and why you should be granted visa.
Okay. I get you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All the best. Okay. I
Thank
hope
you.
you get the visa. Let me know if you get your visa.
I will let you know definitely.
Okay. Bye. Take care.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Yeah.